Alright, I got the bracket drilled out, of course, so you can see where all the transistors and stuff are going to go. And I got the board cut. It's semi-straight. So now I'm just laying out my my locations for my transistors, and that will give me the places where the little terminals are going to go. So I'll have to put the holes in for the terminal attachments. And I want to do that because the nice thing about turret terminals is that you can cut the part's legs off, toss the part, desolder the legs, and then put a new part in and solder it up, and you don't have to remove the whole subassembly. So it gives you a way to not have to solder through the board. Also, this method is good because I can bend the leads down a little bit, just like this. Well, actually, this one goes here. But I can bend the leads down just a little bit. It gives me plenty of room for the thermal fixturing, and it gives plenty of room for the connection point. And if I were board level, I'd have to go through the board. So the standoff, the turret terminal, gives me that vertical height that I need in order to make my connection point. Also, it's a very robust connection. So if there's a problem with one transistor, you're not destroying the circuit board. You're reworking the turret terminal instead of tearing the copper off the board. And it just gives you a good secure attachment point. They'll take the heat and they'll take the current, and I think it's a better attachment point. So we'll have to work out exactly where those attachment points go. I've got plenty of lead length here. Yeah, you could go down and then bend over the part if you wanted to, but we would probably need to use, well, for this guy you wouldn't need to use any tubing, but you could theoretically, the legs are long enough that you've got plenty of legs that you could just go straight into the board. But again, the thing is, if you go into the board, then you have to remove the whole bracket, and you have to rework it from the bottom, and you have to desolder it from the bottom. Whereas this way, you've got full access to the top of the part, and you don't have to take the whole bracket out to do any rework. Although this is probably never going to require rework. This should never require rework. We're only going to be drawing about 7 amps per transistor, and these can handle 16 amps continuous. So that's the theory anyway. These could be straight in and bent over too, if desired. But I think I still want to go with turrets. I could be badly mistaken, but I like putting turrets in things. Plus, the nice thing about turrets too is that I don't have to worry about how long the leads are. I just have to worry about where the turret is placed on the board. So with that said, we're going to try and design out where the turrets go.